Minecraft. Gasp. We stopped playing last time at 7:10 p.m. Oh, that's right. We just surpassed 34 gigabytes. 34,016.2 megabytes in the far lands of Bust world. Walking mostly straight. In Minecraft Beta 173. Today is February 16th, 2021. I believe the 7th day of what is affectionately known as Far Lands Are Busted Day, 10-year anniversary-a-thon, Extravaganza Orama 2021, fundraising for the CDC Foundation's fight to crush COVID.com. Twitch, net, Justin TV. That's right. We did get a $42 donation from LG over the weekend that brought our total up to $3,011. 72% of the way there. We did surpass the girlfriend stream amount, which might take place next weekend, I think, might be best. As in weekend, as in Sunday or Monday, depending on situations. Where she will join during Far Lands or Bust and answer your questions. She wants to do an advice line. She's always wanted to do like a call-in with advice. So think of advice that you need or want, or questions that you desire to have answered by none other than the girlfriend. Those are her wishes. But my wishes are that you get your woofs ready, because we're about to start, like I said, day 7 of that long title I just said. Ready? You got him? You got him? Ready? That counts. That counts, because I don't need to edit in the episode there. Normally that's a situation where I would wait for a second bark, because he woofed before the world even finished loading. But that's no matter here, because we can exit this here hidey hole, secure it, and just carry on with ourselves. We need pigs! Wolfie's been taking too much damage. We need pigs? For some reason the volume seems low. I don't know if that's just me. We need pigs. We need wood. We need to keep walking west here. Ooh, gift sub from Tin.
1 million gifted a tier 1 sub to Algefan. They have given 33 gift subs in the channel.
Algefan? Oh, is that Alge, the one whose question I'm about to try to answer? Marquette 88.
Not me. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Thank you very much for 27 months in the sub tub. Just rapid fire alerts. Much appreciated indeed. Algie asked, what's a real or not charity you'd like to raise money for, but which isn't practically feasible? Look at that thing, practically feasible. Look at that. What is that? Some sort of tube? Oh, what a strange construction. Careful, you dumb guy. You know what? Is my... I feel like I'm getting mono audio here. Maybe my ear is just plugged or something. Levitating pillar of awesomeness. Awesomeness. Real or not charity? That's an interesting question. Well, that's a better picture right there. Whoop. I don't know the answer to that question. Like, I don't. Like, I guess there are charities and stuff. I mean, like, we tried Pause, the Progressive Animal Welfare Society, and I mean, we succeeded, but like, it was also a bit troublesome because they aren't integrated into Tiltify, and like, there's many charities that aren't easy technically to do as a charity stream that have various integrations and stuff, because Tiltify only has a large but selected list of charities that you can fundraise for, like the Equal Justice Initiative and the CDC Foundation, and previously we did Direct Relief. I don't know. That's a difficult question. Like, I'm trying to think of like what charity doesn't exist, right? Like, what charity or what cause could I raise money for that should exist but doesn't? I think that's why I'm not in charge. I'm not the one inventing these charities. Because if there was such a cause, then I think it would have been accounted for already, right? Yeah, I mean, that's not a weird question, but it's a tough question to answer, right? I don't, like, does anybody have things? I mean, I guess there could be like more on-brand charities for Far Lands or Bust, like some sort of like get kids from less small batch. Thanks for the donation. Less fortunate communities, like out hiking in the wilderness, or like field studies and nature. Or like out in astronomy or something that they might never have had a chance to do otherwise. You know, like very specific things like that. But, or like a wolf. I'm sure there are like wolf rescues, wild wolf rescues, or charity, or just, you know, societies, humane-ish societies sort of situations. I mean, that's not to say, like, Paws does take wild animals, and I don't know how common wolves are around here, but like coyotes and things. So yeah, no, I don't have a direct answer to that question. And Small Batch didn't have a question. How dare you donate without a question? So yeah, that's an interesting question. Unanswerable at best. Charity that helps Kurt answer difficult questions. Yep. A difficult question hotline. I'm still looking for pigs. Have I passed up any pigs? Have I not been paying attention to my pig situation? So yeah. Hope your weekends were good. For Valentine's Day, the girlfriend and I attempted to make chocolate turtles. Turtles. Ah! Which are... Ah! Beans! Get back here, you dumb boat. Nuts. Nut clusters in caramel and coated in chocolate. Turned out alright. Started off with a bit of a hiccup. And maybe I should wait for the girlfriend to answer or tell this story, but I won't. We had both pecans, which are the traditional turtle nut, and she wanted cashews. But just as we were beginning, there's some pigs, just as we were beginning, the girlfriend, in all of her enthusiasm, we had everything laid out on the countertop. We were ready to go. She accidentally knocked the bag full of, not cashews. What did I say the other thing was? Pecans? Pecans. Pecans? Did I say pecans? Pecans. The bag full of pecans straight into the sink full of sudsy water and dirty dishes. The whole bag of pecans right into the soapy water. So that was a fun start. And tried to rescue as many as possible. Much sadness. And I'm like, well, you really didn't want those pecans, did you? So she was able to recover and dry some of them off. But quite a few of them ended up in the bin. But that was pretty humorous. I was tickled. She thought I'd be mad. But whatever. Things happen. It's just a bag of pecans. So yeah. We ended up continuing. She got a bag of semi-sweet chocolate and dark chocolate.
Where are you from?
And then I got a bag of dark chocolate.
A great question.
Oh. Hey, Out Loud. Thank you for 11 months in the sub-tub. We decided to just melt them in the microwave. Previously, when attempting to make melted chocolate treats, we tried doing it over the stove in like a double broiler situation, but that just led to sadness because, like, the chocolate would what's the word? It would crack. It would get some of the steam in it, and then that would ruin it, and it would stop being melty chocolate and instead be lumpy mess. Crystallize, yeah. So we went for the microwave method, and that works. That works very well. We found. The caramel, however, I bought a bag of caramel. A lot of the instructions were like, buy the caramel candies from like Trader Joe's or whatever. And we have refrigerated caramel, but like ice cream topping, so it's already liquidy. I'm like, I feel like that's going to be too liquidy to put in the chocolates, in the turtles. So I got this bag of caramel spheres that are like ready for melting. The problem with that is I either made it too hot or something, because when we put it in and let them cool, it got really hard. It got very hard. Some of them turned out almost like a peanut brittle, or it like crunches. Other ones are just completely solid caramel. The second batch, we decided, since that was a problem, let's mix in some of that dessert ice cream topping caramel, and those turned out the best. Because it's more of a softer
And I want to say
caramel.
You're so cool. Oh.
And
Is that
H,
weird to say?
thank you for 15 months in the subtub. Monitor your sugar temperatures. Well, that's the problem with the microwave, is that you really can't. You're kind of like on full blast, or you're not. There's no, like, put it in for 2 seconds, take it out, put it in for 2 seconds, take it out. But either way, a moderate success. A moderate success. She was saying, like, this is the sort of thing that, like, then people on a whim decide, I'm going to be a chocolatier and, like, sell chocolates on Etsy and stuff like that. White people. Can you just turn down the microwave? No. Microwaves don't have strength settings. They have power settings, but the only thing that does is it turns on and off the magnetron, so it's still like on or off. Newer fancy microwaves have real power settings instead of the on-off. Well, we got a $30 one from Walmart, so that's what we're working with. Modulates the duty cycle. Yeah, duty. So yeah, I mean, it still worked out fine. We also did, we also had strawberries. Oh, what am I doing? So we had whatever leftover chocolate we had, and we dipped our strawberries. If you know what I'm saying. That was all right. That was all right. That worked fine. The old glob stream. Did you take damage, Wolfie? No. Spoilers? So yeah, anyway, we're not going to be doing that. We're not going to be becoming chocolatiers. So that was our Valentine activity, including playing in the snow, because it snowed quite a bit. Ran around outside with Juno some. Tried to make some sort of a snowman thing, but it turned into a horrible, horrible, demented snail-like rabbit creature. But most all of the snow is now melted. Because it, like, rose above 40 degrees and was just raining. Oh, so many sticks! I need not these many sticks. So yeah, that's what we did. Now we also did, meanwhile, while it was like snowing outside and there was snow everywhere, I did steaks on the grill. Steaks on the grill. They were little thin steaks, so I really couldn't fine-tune like the medium rareness. But they turned out quite well. Now we had the leftovers yesterday. Mmm. Cholesterol. Did you dip the steaks in chocolate? Mmm, gross. Very, very gross. Woohoo! Excuse me. Woo, buddy. It's begun. It's already begun. You know what hasn't begun is the live alert going out to Discord. What is Cone using for his alerts? They definitely aren't delayed by years. Chocolate sauce for meal exists. Well, yeah, isn't it called, that's called, mole. Mole? Right, mole is kind of like a cocoa-y, savory sauce in Mexican dishes, which I didn't like because it's just kind of, it's a bit strange for my American palate. But I've tried mole. Mole, 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 mole. That's what it is? Yeah, it is kind of... I think it actually has, like, cocoa powder as part of it. But it's like a cocoa-y barbecue sauce or something. It's hard to describe. It's quite hard to describe. Do we seriously not have anyone of Mexican heritage here to inform us about how wrong we are about everything? Nobody? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? Oh, this might hurt. Oh, no, he's over there. Okay. Oh, I should have gone that way. Like cheese. You're like a cheese. You look like a cheese. Dang, I am... This is another, so far, heavy boat day. These boats are all very, very heavy. Well, you know what I should do while I'm here is make the rest of the beds I'll need today. Whoop. Every day you do this, you say it's a heavy boat day. But it is! There's been a couple days where we've made just like, we've had a heavy snow day and ice. Some of the days have been, there's been a lot of walking. I think the last day was, there was a lot of walking on Saturday. Food is weird. Boink, boink. Ooh, that was weird. So what else is up? I was about to ask if any of you are in a power outage, but that would kind of be catch-22. Don't know how many of you would be watching if you were in one of the power outages. Power outage where? Although I suppose I am streaming somewhat early, so I think probably a lot of you are in Europe, maybe? Texas. And much of the southern US is in the grips of a rare polar vortex. And Texas, in particular, has a strange power grid situation where they don't expect these sorts of conditions. Holy moly! So, they've had rolling power outages where, you know, when it's below freezing or, you know, very, very cold, a lot of people have been without power for more than a day. Bowstripe, thank you for the donation and for hopefully saving me from having to think of random things to talk about with your question. Texas has its own power grid because capitalism. Because, what's the word I'm looking for? Isolationism, really. Texas, they don't believe in letting the federal government tell them how to get and what to do and the safety requirements of the power they get, so they don't share any of their power with bordering states. Which then means that they find themselves wholly inadequate to deal with the sudden surge and influx of demand. And then they blame it on frozen wind turbines, even when that is not at all the problem. At all. Bowstripe, however, has a change of topic with their question. How do you feel about dim sum? Any good places in Washington? And yes, I'm in power outage. I'm a power outage. I'm a power outage. I am outage power. So only here for a bit. Using what little power resource you have to donate to the CDC Foundation. Dim sum. I don't think I can do dim sum. What is a dim sum? Like, what's in dim sum? I don't think I can do it. It's probably got glutinous. Right? I've heard of it, but I don't know specifically what it is. Dumplings. Yeah, no, I can't. Alright, that's where I've heard it. Yeah, it's like, isn't that like the steam, like they come out with the steamed buns? Like, you know, the bamboo steamy things, steam towers of steam. Steam keys. Yeah, okay. No, yeah, I can't do that. So, I have no idea. Baskets, thank you. Can't do. So I don't know. They do have stuff besides dumpling and buns, but that's the main attractor. Therefore, I can't go to any place and not expect cross-contaminations and whatnot. So I don't know. Also, what's a restaurant? What's a place that serves food? And in a public setting. In an enclosed room. Such a short topic shift, sorry. I mean, I've gotten into... I never tried pho before meeting the girlfriend. And BG before girlfriend. We've had quite a good pho outings every now and again. I can't say I know that I know the best or whatever, but some pretty good places. Yeah, when I go take Juno on walks, I see people eating in restaurants. It's mostly an older generation of people. I mean, I'm not saying anything, but I'm like, why? And how? Like, what? What sort of psychological confidence do you possess where you feel like that's all right to do right now? And safe. And then I see all these places that have outdoor seating, but they're just big tents. Like enclosed tents. I've seen some places that have big tents, but they've like recently just like built around them, like built rooms. It's like, this is still outside. And I'm not necessarily blaming the restaurants. They're just trying to survive because there's been absolutely no support for them to remain in business and or pay themselves and their employees. So even if it is against their own proper judgment, they're struggling to handle the changes. Woof! Okay, that was an in-game woof. So yeah, it's a whole situation, isn't it? Ooh, 100 viewers. We broke the threshold. The delivery is no good. I mean, it's fine, but like a restaurant that is used to operating with like a full dining room can't suddenly survive on delivery options alone. There's a lot more overhead with that. The takeout containers, the drivers, the time it takes to schedule deliveries and stuff. Yeah, I don't think we've ever, whoa! We haven't, myself and the girlfriend, like, done delivery since this whole thing started. We've done, like, takeout. And it's been, honestly, kind of disappointing because everybody is understaffed and, like I said, overstretched. Oh. Come to my channel for uplifting, helpful chats and discussions of topics that we're all not totally sick of in their entirely or anything. Good times. Boop, 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 boop. Ooh. Well, I mean, I'm going to use this boat, and then I'm not going to be able to go anywhere because there's ice up there, but... Ruined. Ah. I need an icebreaker. Ooh, buddy, everybody. Ooh, buddy, everybody. A lot of these endless pits of doom. Have you watched Snowpiercer on Netflix? The movie? Or isn't there some show now? I have not. To answer both of those questions. I mean, I've seen Snowpiercer, the movie. Yeah, like I said, I don't feel like attaching any more shows to my watch list. I feel like it's like, ugh, gotta make another commitment. Trying to get through Schitt's Creek and working our way through Deep Space Nine, and still never caught up on The Expanse or Dark or other shows that I can't even remember at this point. Just can't be bothered. Spooky noises. Yoink. Oh, perfect. It's a lot of people's first time watching a live stream, apparently. What I get for streaming slightly earlier than I normally do. Consider subscribing if you'd like access to all of the VODs that you might have missed and things like that. Prime gaming and whatnot. Just saying. Or donating to the CDC Foundation. Marketing. Not to mention these wonderful emotes. Oof. Speaking of planets, 2 days on Thursday. The rover is going to land on Mars. That's a good time I should When is it happening? 3:55 Eastern Time? So like noon 55. 12:55. Like an hour before right specifically now if you're watching live. So yeah, I should stream earlier and earlier tomorrow, and then the next day enough so that I can stream, co-stream the NASA's. That would be pretty cool. Right? Right? Right. Alright, I don't want to go up a hill here. I'm going to just fall off the other side. That's weird. Ah! Getting some weird buzz. You recall they were going to put more cameras on the landing stages this time and microphones. Well, I don't know if it's this doesn't what's the other one that's already there? Doesn't that have a microphone? Not the rover, but the lander. No, not Curiosity. There's the other lander that landed after Curiosity. Insight. Yeah, doesn't Insight have a microphone? Or am I mistaken? I mean, I don't doubt that the new rover has a microphone. The new rover has a frickin' helicopter. A frickin' helicopter, man! For helicopting. Said helicopter at JPL. Yeah, that'll be neat if it works. Like, hopefully it just doesn't, like, tip upside down and die, like, the first time they try to take it out. I remember being at JPL for the Cassini finale, and they had the rover wasn't there, but like the cruise stage of the spacecraft, which included the sky crane, like that was there in the clean room when we toured JPL. Ah, seismic instruments. I see. Me. Hello, hello. Wolfie, did you have to spawn right in front of me? Did you? Have you ever gone in the wrong direction? Never! Never! I've never gone in any sort of wrong or not west direction. Never. Certainly not on accident, and absolutely not on purpose. Oh, I didn't want that. Yeah. It wasn't blackmail, it was encouragement. What even is a direction, after all? Who's to say? Who is in control of these directions and what they may or may not mean to each of us individually? Personally? Buddy! I'm fine. For all of that chocolate I'm eating. Thanks for hanging out, Danzig man, Nan. Ah, you're Danzig's grandma? Oops. Look at that tree. He's up on his tippy toes. Oh boy. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Now the alert finally went out. Speaking of alerts, who's in charge of... This is exactly what I feared would happen, but the FLoB-A-Thon-A-Day domain. Because, like, now that I've changed the charity multiple times... I don't think those are accurate anymore. Was that Dravir? Or somebody else? Exactly. Gotta change all those alerts. It's mostly the one that I know of is the end alert. Like when the stream ends. It's got all those FLoB-A-T links. I'm pretty sure they don't go to the right places anymore. It was whoever was in charge of the Penny bot. You know what? I do need some coal. Whoa, Wolfie, you dingus! Don't step in front of a man when he's swinging his pickaxe. Oh, you cheese cluster. Have you ever died whilst walking towards the far lands? Never! I've never died in this Minecraft world, which was launched March 6th, 2011. I see your 100 days in Minecraft challenge, and I blast you straight to the trademark office. How's the 240 doing? You'll have to ask Cone. He has a 240. I have a 280Z. Snarky. It's fine. I started taking apart the front to put the new front valance on. But then I stopped and it got really cold and snowy out, so it's kind of still there, just being held down by 2 bolts. The problem is I gotta lift it up and take the front wheels off in order to get at some of the stuff to get the front lip off. And that's just annoying. That's just annoying is all I gotta say about that. Yee. Ooh, beans. Ugh. Your sub message didn't worm. I see no worm, nor sub, pallet hands. Perhaps you shouldn't have sent it via worm. Is this? I got one more bed. Twitch ate it. Delicious worm. Nom, 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 nom. Protein. Ooh, look at those 111 viewers. Perfect. And we've been live for 111 too. How about that? Thank you, Nate, for getting the donate button up there. Link. Oh god, that was disorienting. I placed the torch over here, but it went over there. Ah! We have fun here. The torch is aesthetic now. I don't care about no research. Yeah, it's an artistic choice. Beans. I'm just gonna swim over here instead of wasting a boat. Dual wielding streams. Double fisting it. Ooh. Spoiler. That's a flashlight, not a torch. Y'all gotta try to be different there. Y'all gotta try to be different, having porridge instead of oatmeal, torches instead of flashlights, trying to pretend like you're living in some fantasy fairy tale land with your weird extraneous use in words. With your tea times. Fedrin lives in a fantasy fairy tale land. Oof, excuse me. I saw you yesterday playing games on a Monday. Well, I was expected to be recording Ran When Parked. But 1/3 of our hosts had no power. I'm fine. Ooh, monkeys, man. Monkeys. Is boat travel the fastest way to travel? I think so. Just based on the fact that I don't have to jump in obstacle avoidance, but... There's also not much of the way to direct boat, as we're finding out right now. That reminds me, I should check in with that server company to see if they've figured out how to host Wreckfest. How's the Astroneer server going, by the way? I've not been on there like I thought I would in a couple weeks. Or more than a week, maybe. It's been stable. That's good. Are you chopping any planets in half without me? Oof. Goodness me, oh my. Doing fine, doing great. Explored the moon more. I don't know what of those words are about, Palahans. Those are UK words. Oh, so they're fake. Gotcha. They're not real. They're imaginary. Story, fairy tale words. They belong in Narnia. Here's some good boating we're getting in right here. Speaking of boats. Just gotta make sure to keep Wolfie spawning without running into him.
Look at us. Hey.
Sapphire
Look at us.
Drugan.
Look at us. Say it again. Look at us.
Far lands or boat.
Farlands or boat. Thank you very much for 49 boats in the sub-tub. Much appreciated. Beano. I feel like I'm ascending too tall of a hill here. I can't take tummy buttons seriously. What's a tummy button? Spooky windy noises. It's what people call belly buttons over here. Tummy button? Tummy button. Ooh. Oh, beans. I was hoping this was a place I could make the hidey hole. Perhaps right here. Hey, Wolfie. Ah, there you go. Oh, I made this. This one's extra deep. For extra protection. There we go. Boop. Boop. I'm gonna put a torch there. Alright. We survived mostly. First hour. Up, up, up. Oh. What did I do wrong here? Okay. This ain't a double wide, this is a double deep. A double D, if you will. Hidey hole. With extended entrance mudroom. Why not? But yeah. We're up to $3,046 raised for CDC Foundation. Thank you very much for that. Let's go to sleep. We'll back up the world, take a break, and BRB. Ooh, hummingbird. Call your mother. 34,095 megabytes right there. Right. Alright. More polygons. A few more. The world has been backed up. Laundry has been moved from the dryer to the hamper, from the washer to the dryer. And you guys have got your woofs ready, right? I certainly hope so, because I'm pressing play selected world. Woof! There it is. We can continue down our extended, extra long hidey hole here to exit safely, I'm sure. Outwards and upwards and westwards and grabbing Wolfie words and continuing west as if nothing ever happened. As if nothing ever happened indeed. Zombles? Yeah. Oh, yes, indeed. Don't forget we're raising money for charity. I see that creeper over there. And we're walking west to the far lands. The girlfriend had in her laundry, in the laundry, the washer and the dryer. In the washer, does anybody use these little plastic balls? Honestly, they look a little bit like little plastic coronaviruses. They're about the size of a golf ball. Apparently intended to further agitate, to help with the agitation of the washer for more cleaning. They look like dog toys, correct. The problem is that when you're transferring the washings to the dryer, these little tiny balls, come with sometimes and end up in the dryer. So, which is, I mean, I don't think they would do anything bad, but it's just kind of annoying because then you got these plastic balls bouncing all around in your dryer. So I have to like fish them out. I always got to make sure there's 4 of them. There's 4 of them left because that's how many there are in there. She also does have the wool puffy dryer balls. 2 balls in the dryer. Which also, when you're taking dry clothes out of the dryer, you end up finding them all stuffed into like the sleeves and stuff. I hate when I get my balls in the dryer. My washing machine has an agitator. Well, so does hers, but I'm sure, I don't know. She gets on these tears where she hears that something's good for something and then implements that something. And I'm sure the little washing ball agitators were one of those things. Sounds needlessly complicated. Probably. But it's the way. This is the way. This is the way. Speaking of wool. Just recklessly implementing things. Reckless implementation. That's funny, actually. Woof. Anyway, I thought that was something that would be worth mentioning, since I really have desperately started running out of things to talk about. Quick, what else do we talk about? Dryer balls. I mean, it's not quite the same as washing your pecans in the dish soap accidentally prior to making chocolates. That was accidental implementation, is what that was. Whoa, look at all these sheep. Soapy nuts, dryer balls. And not a pink sheep among them this entire time so far. Little did we know how rare they would become after we sheared all of them in Season 5. I had to repair my dryer. Fire hazard dryers are inside. Ah, yes, the lint. So much lint. Much lint. Well, ours is electric, so I'm sure it's fine. Here's a question. Here's a question. We were out shopping for refrigerators. We were also looking at cooktops, just to see what's available. Induction cooktops. Yay or nay? Go! Now! I need responses. Conversation. Debate. Yes, yes, yes. No, I want one. Get a glass top, but well, every single one is a glass top now. I don't think there is. I mean, electric anyway. I don't think there is a standalone cooktop that isn't a glass top. You need to rebuy 3 pots and 2 pans anyway. Yeah, I mean obviously the salesman was pushing the induction cooktop because they cost more and whatever. But the main bonus that the girlfriend saw is that it would be safer for the cats, because Peepers specifically is very stupid and likes to jump up onto countertops and things. Probably would be safer. Yes, cats usually are non-magnetic. But I don't know. We're not going to be buying a cooktop anytime too soon. I'm just curious. Right, they still get hot. Like, obviously, the residual heat from the pan. Their only benefit is how quickly they hit up. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm personally not particularly sold. But then again, it's not like we have a bunch of, like... If anything, we have too many pots and pans, because we've combined both of our collections when I moved in. Honestly, coming from the Midwest, I'm very more used to gas. Which, recently read an article about how gas is, like gas stoves and ovens and ranges are actually less efficient, hazardous to have in your home, what with all the poisons and whatnot that come out of that, and have only been coming up to prominence thanks to the lobbying of the natural gas industry to help maintain their dying and substandard product. So that's food for thought. That's food for thought. Like, this house doesn't even have a gas line to it. Most houses in Washington don't. I'm like, huh, yeah, there really is no benefit to having a gas stove. And to answer the question earlier, people were asking, like, well, what other type of clothes dryer is there other than electric? Ours was gas back in Illinois. Gas heat dryer. Just like a gas water heater. I mean, and it's not even the, like, the fear of blowing up a gas line. It's like, just... You know, it'd be like bringing your outdoor propane grill indoors. Even if you're burning the gas, that still lets off a bunch of chemicals and things that are just, like, inside your home now. True, but it's still the same thing when you burn it. Natural gas and propane. Why are we talking about gas? Because I got gas. Ah, that steak I had. Indeed. Anyway, screw the gas companies is what I'm trying to say. Screw them straight to hell. Back to 111 viewers. Ooh, 120 all of a sudden. It's because I looked at it. I dared it. Oddly enough, there are lots of power companies that run on natural gas instead of coal. Well, we need to stop those and use renewable resources. Ooh. Just blow it out your gas. I don't want to waste a boat for this, do I? I mean, there might be somewhere to go over here. Or not. Oh, didn't matter anyway. Thanks, Wolfie. Wolf. Beep 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 boop bum 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 bum. Content ID, right? Well, I'm already getting content ID because some scuzzy company is claiming C418's Minecraft music. And then they don't review the appeals. Ooh, buddy. Sorry. Perhaps I should hydrate. I, for one, am looking forward to the return of the summer. And civilization, but mostly the summer. It's too cold! In just 1 month, the sun will set at 7:30. Where are you at? Australia? Today it's set at 4:30? Where are you at? Australia? Oh! Magical. That needs to change. Come on. That's weird. Ah, beans. Ah, beans. There it goes. Careful, Wolfie. Don't get swept away. Ah. Why is he spawning in front of me? Rude dude. Speaking of snow, guess what game got a new content season? Season. Let's call it a season of content. DLC release. Ski free. No, SnowRunner. That's right. You know how much Cone loves SnowRunner. Lumberjack Dynasty. No, they got the your children. New update. Your children. We have them. If you want to see them again, we'll play Lumberjack's Dynasty. No, but it was on sale. The SnowRunner and the DLC was on sale.
At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country,
70.
organized entirely within your kitchen.
One of you should have just not come. Speaking of Cone Dodger, the SnowRunner himself. Welcome, Raiders. Next, you're going to tell me that we're ready to record the podcast, so you will have all came here for nothing.
I almost swallowed that nut.
Thank you very much for them bits. Did the ramp truck? Ramp truck? Did you figure out a different way to load and unload? Because that's mighty scary, the scenario you have set up, or at least the last one I saw. With the ramps on those ramps. And then they, like, flop up and down. Ah! Rampception is still a thing. It's scary. Chop the handles off the ramps. Painted a bit today. Oh, bzz, it's so bright. The sun peeked out suddenly. Hold on. That's what I get for, whoops, for not having the webcam automatically choose its settings. Much better. No longer on the surface of the sun. All the snow? There's no snow left. The snow all melted. That's just the sun. There's a window above my desk. I get more direct lighting than I'm used to. Honestly. Why don't I just do that? And then... don't even need any artificial light. Solar-powered webcam stream.
I think that you are the most fascinating character within this setup.
Not me.
Yeah.
Fiduce!
Absolutely.
This sub is half nice asterisk.
34 months. Much appreciated. I don't know if that adds up. What was the asterisk? Covering the shortfall there. Rounded down? You mean rounded up? Because 34 times 2...
I just don't think there's anybody better.
Really? You got it.
You got it. Hey, thank you.
To the bust. I mean Farlands.
To the bust! Farlands. The Farlands. Thank you very much, Vash, for that 40 months, a tier 2 sub, and the itchy ear. Much appreciated. Subtubs! So you're rounding down because you took the final number and divided it in half. I'm rounding up because I took the 34 months and multiplied it by 2. That, my friends, is how math do. Art degree! But welcome, welcome. Still raising money for the CDC Foundation, up to $3,046. It's been a while since our last donation. Just wanted to mention that. No pressure. Oh, oh, that's not right. Boats, 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 boats. Did you ever finish Eidolon? Does anyone ever? I don't feel like that's a game that can be finished. There's no narrative end to it. There is only Eidolons. Everlasting Eidolons. Eidolons. Hello. What did I just pick up? Oh. The latest hip new craze in streamer games is this Valheim? I don't know. Doesn't really seem like my type of game. TBH. Literally just saw Fedrin talking about it. I mean, it seems like space engineers, but Vikings. Or insert free roam, crafty, multiplayer world simulator, but with Vikings. 7 Days to Die, but with Vikings. I don't know that it's massively multiplayer. I think you like have to have a server. Right? Am I wrong in that assumption? Because I'm pretty sure I saw something with the Nitrado servers that said they have that game available now. Questing. Yeah, it has like quests. And I saw a brief snippet of the combat, and it's the kind of combat where you see the numbers floating above your enemies' heads as they take damage. Which, as you know, is my favorite type of combat. This should do. Oh, no, well, I don't have enough. I don't have enough dirt. Woof. Magical bottomless pit of destiny. Woof. Uh-oh. Here comes another donation. I think. There it is. Alan Zero with yet another one, and
I
Zillinor,
want to say,
13 lucky months in the sub tub.
is that weird to say?
Much appreciated. Alan Zero with the third in a series of extremes questions. What is the most content you've ever been? What is the most scared you have ever been? Content. It's called videos. Look at that hill. Old Pumpkin Hill right there. Content. Yes, I know. The most content. Okay, I feel like I need this light back, don't I? That's a tough question for anybody, I feel. Like, how, like, do you really remember contentment? Like, I don't feel like that's really anything that the human brain is set up to store in the old memory vault. Ooh, buddy. What is the most scared you have ever been? Like, not counting dreams and nightmares, I suppose. Hmm. I mean, huh. They really hit me with the ones that I just cannot come up with. I mean, I'm sure, like, growing up in the Midwest, there have been many times during, like, thunderstorms and hailstorms and tornado sirens, which then instilled the deep sense of fear and anxiety regarding thunderstorms and tornadoes and things like that, that I feel like most people from the Midwest end up having, probably. I mean, honestly, I was kind of scared last month when we had that big windstorm come through. Being surrounded by a, you know, I saw a tweet that's like, in the Pacific Northwest, it's well, that 80-foot Douglas fir might topple over and kill me at any point in the middle of the night season. I'm like, that's something you can't expect or prepare for, even. That was kind of scary. Like, that gets your brain being like, these are all the things that could go wrong, and you would have no expectation or repercussion for it. Time to build a roll cage over the bed. I believe there are some companies that make things like that, but not for that purpose. Not for that specific purpose, I don't think. Most content. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have an answer to that one. Like, not happy or thrilled, but content. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm pretty simple in that regard. I don't expect. Whoa! Neat. Tell you what, that's where the sun don't shine. Yeah, I don't know. I can't, like, what would your answer be to that? Help me out. Maybe I'm, like, thinking of the wrong stuff. It's very hard for me to answer, like, you can, like, ask me, when was the last time you ever did this? Or have you ever done this? But, like, how did you feel? What were your feelings? Remember your feelings. Like, there's a disconnect. Oh, that's weird. Never seen anything like that. Not now, sorry. Oh, is that why your name is Small Batch? I just got it now. Ah, welcome. Contentment is a nice cup of tea and buttered crumpets. Right, but the question is, what was the most content? I don't feel like there's degrees of content. Right? Like, I don't feel like this is more content. I'm not as content as I want to be. This is only a little bit contentment. I mean, part of it is I do take these things way more literally than maybe they're intended. But also, that's just the way my brain work. It's the way my brain do. So it's not something I can just like... Okay, I'll take things less literally, because like that's the only way the memories even work. Dang, so many... Ah. Whoa! Check out that bit of coordination! Oops, that's not how you make a boat. Oops, that's not how you make a boat. Well, I mean, I guess I should make an elevated hidey hole here, huh? Yes, I realize I just knocked that piece of dirt down, only to place another in its place. Indeed. I don't know if that qualifies. Maybe the scared is probably, but the content, I don't feel like content is an extreme. I'm extremely content, extreme. Honk. Uh-oh. Cone's honking. What does that mean, Cone Dodger? It means honk. Okay. It means he wants to play SnowRunner, everybody. You heard it here first. Spoilers? I put it in the schedule? Did you? Really? You think I look at that stuff? And here I was ready to play by myself. That was the agreement that we last left on. Well, I'm glad I waited. Although I'm not glad that then in that case, I purchased the DLC myself. I could have saved $10, man. Oh, hello? Am I still alive? Can you hear me? Okay, that was weird. I heard a noise that sounded like the power went out. Woo! Good thing I wasn't on that, huh? Oh, hell yeah, good thing I wasn't on that. Look at that down there. The fridge finally died? Well, that'd be good, because we're expecting a new one any week here. Any week now. But the next DLC is about logging. It's gonna be so retro and back to its roots. Grumbles in fridge. Didn't you get a new fridge? We were just talking about washers and dryers. Weren't you like having to fix a dryer or something? Mr. Handyman? You recently made an unfortunate fridge discovery. Uh-oh. Were there balls in your dryer? Forgotten food item? Interesting. Very interesting. Don't they have, like, 2 temperature settings? You might think, that's dumb. Why would the freezer not run? Turns out it's all the same thing. Well, yeah, they run off, there's only one compressor, right? I knew that. But isn't there, like, a freezer setting and a fridge setting? Levels of coldness? Ah, but only one thermostat. You know, that's not the sort of details that we looked up about our new fridge. So... That's weird that they would thaw out. Thaw out, man. It's not running for like 12 hours. Yeah, I mean, we didn't have power for like 12 hours and we didn't end up throwing anything away. So then again, our freezer is like jam-packed full of stuff, so I think just the fact the frozen stuff kept the other frozen stuff frozen. Oh, multiple nights in a row. Why are you letting it get so cold in your kitchen? There's the third question that I'm going to ask. What are you, the girlfriend? Setting the thermostat at like 54 degrees? I do not have heat. He does not have heat. Interesting. I don't keep up. I told you, I don't watch streams. My own or other people's. My propane heat messed up. Yeah, I gotta go on down and get the propane accessories. It was spending me $400 a month. Electric heat. It's the way of the future. Or in our case, oil heat. The girlfriend has me take a broomstick and check the level of the oil. Ah, that's fun. So would have ever thought to put some sort of external gauge or something on the side of a 80-gallon oil tank? That would be preposterous. What kind of oil is it? Avocado oil? It might as well be. It's very expensive. I don't know. It's heating fuel, oil, liquid. Pink, kind of pink. It's got a pinkish hue. Ooh, look at this tree. We've multiple trees doing the best things that they can do. This guy's really reaching for the stars. Oh, hello. Nice. It's got his own little tree freighter here. I mean, slightly less impressive now that we're up here with it, but neat. Good place to make an elevated hidey hole to admire. You know what? Let me have Wolfie sit down while I do this. Ha. Ha. World's most dangerous elevated hidey hole. This is fine. Doing great. Everything's fine. This is the normal practice. Ah! Oh. Oh, okay. No. It's all good. We're figuring it out. What? Just let me. There we go. Ha! Why is this any different than any other hidey hole I've ever made? I don't know, but it's giving me the wibbly jibblies. Very bad idea, trademark. But look at that tree! And that one, too. Ha! 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 This is fine. We're doing great. Fantastic things. I should not have gone into F5. That makes things a lot worse. Yee! Doing great. Everything's fine. Let's go. Oh, Wolfie. Well, oh, Wolfie's just gonna. How about just spawn? Spawn. Oh, Wolfie. Twas a bit humid up there. Weebly Jeeblies, is that what I said? Spooky noises. Dang. Oh, I knew it! Oh, you dumb, stupid dog. Ah! Oh, those are just leaves. Alright, he's fine. I knew that was gonna happen. I synced it. I foresaw it in the prophecies. That's the second time I did that. Didn't I slap him upside the head with a boat or something earlier today? Whew. No spawners today. Yet. But we're running out of day. No pink sheep throughout the entirety of this thing so far. Really holding out on us. Oh, don't. Okay. Lots of water, though. True. Ooh, okay. Speed, power. Something like that. I fell out! So much speed. Too much power. It's fine. Didn't buckle myself in. Ooh, buddy. Excuse me. Thought streaming earlier would get me not to yawn? You were incorrect. You were incorrect. It is going to be interesting what the new F3 number is going to be. There's no playbook. There's nobody knows. I mean, maybe somebody knows, but nobody that I in my brain knows. How could someone...
What the hell is this? Some kind of tube?
Skip Kami, thank you for that Prime Gaming subscription. Welcome to the subtub. How could someone know? Well, there are a lot of people with a lot of time on their hands. And I'm sure somebody might be able to correlate the save file size with the distance traveled somehow, loosely. Alternately, the amount of days in game we walk and the progress we make on each day. If someone's even tracking that sort of thing. Oh, jeez, this has not gone well. That would be a lot of work, though. You underestimate the time some people have. Spreadsheets that have been set up. Ooh, buddy. How am I doing? How am I doing? Have I ever really asked myself that? Pow. Psychological FLoB hour. It was 2019. 2019 was the 365 games, of which I only played like 230. But that's beside the point. Last year I was tracking the games I was playing, but I didn't, like, have such delusions of grandeur that I was saying I was going to do 365. And this year I've just given up. Alright, right here seems good. Perfect. Classic Farlands or Bust hidey hole location. I can just find what happened to that dog. Oh. Ah! There it is. Ha! Got him! Much better, much more traditional this time around. Speedrun strats! What games are you looking forward to in 2021? Yes! Alright, at that, where are we at? Where did we end? $3,056. 73% of the way to our $4,200 goal, which we have plenty of time to get to. But you better not relax or get lazy about it. Yeah, let's go to sleep and round out the day here. Alright. What's the world size? What's the world size? 34,177. Yeah, we seem to add like, well, a little bit less than 100 per hour or so. Not that I want you to be creating math equations and spreadsheets to guess certain F3 numbers or anything like that. Damn, 34 gigs, damn! Damn.